Hello, everyone. Justice Watchag here with another episode. This is just a real quick episode. I was brainstorming and thinking about this case. I know it's other cases out here, and I shouldn't just focus on this one, but I've learned so much from this. And it's been this ongoing saga for so many years. I actually caught the news when it first came out in 2014 when the murder happened, and it piqued my attention. And I want to say, I don't want to self reveal too much, but I want to say I was just thinking about this. I'm just going to read this and then tell you what I was thinking. This is a blog, Tax Prof blog. And I want to say I'm interested in law and studying it and doing all that. I don't want to get too detailed because I don't want you all to crush my heart. But I took a law class years ago, and a property law professor, I asked him, how can I become rich? And he said taxes. This is how he said it. So this tax prof blog is not about taxes. This part right here is about the Adelsons and the phone call. One of the phone calls that was released to the media where Charlie was asking about Wendi, and we hear about a text message exchange with Donna Adelson and Wendi, and it's like cold icy. And I'm gonna just read that part. Let me see where it starts. I just want to read the text reply. This is after Charlie Adelson got convicted of murder for murdering her ex husband, who she was in the in the death throes of a custody dispute with. Here's the text. I'm going to read it. Dear Mom, I know you are upset by the verdict, but the anger directed at me is not justified. I'm not responsible in any way for Charlie's situation. I am not guilty because I did not do anything wrong, and I was not involved in any way with Danny's death. She then told her mother to talk to her lawyers if she wished to discuss the case, before adding that she needs to be singularly focused on taking care of the boys during this difficult time. Donna's response went as follows: We are your parents. We are and have always been there for you and the boys. None of that none of what we wrote matters about the case. That's over. I just want you to know how many times Charlie is asking about you. God, creepers, jeepers. I want to say something. For all their trouble that they caused, they're upset. Obviously hated the ex-husband. Drive to Tallahassee. I want to see how long it takes to drive. They had toxic love. They love each other. 7 hours and 17 minutes. That's how long it takes to drive from Tallahassee to, what is this? Oh, it's flooding right now. I guess they do have a lot of hurricanes and stuff, but that's not what I'm talking about. I want to see, this is the ride. It's a long ride. It's an inconvenient ride. But think about all the money they're spending on lawyers. They're losing their freedom. Charlie's in prison forever. He's got no grounds for an appeal. The mother's in jail in Tallahassee right around the holidays. Everybody about to celebrate the New Year's. She's in a Tallahassee jail with all the women in there. There's all kind of baby killers and prostitutes and drug addicts and all the what they call the bottom layer of society. Some people DUI, fell on hard times. It's a college town, Tallahassee, whole bunch of bars and clubs and stuff, and people get locked up for DUI. Don't forget that. They could be good, honest, decent people, but they get a DUI. Somebody murdered their boyfriend or their child. This is what's in the women's jail, excuse me. And they traded all that they had for that. But do you know that all that money they had, all the millions that they say, oh, they had millions for the couple years. Now the boys was 3 and 4. Now they teenagers. You know, instead of using toxic love, did they ever consider hiring one of the Miami people, the Latinos, the people they look down at, to drive them? Since they don't, apparently it's something with them where they can't get a flight. They got millions of dollars, but they scared of a plane. I don't know that they're scared, but I think Wendi didn't want to fly or something like that. But irregardless, Money is, in their mind, their mentality is money is the solution for all of life's problems and worries. So why not take that money to pay one of the Latinos in Miami who's a good driver and has a family, instead of paying them to kill the ex-husband and ruin their life and go to prison and be taken away from their kids? How about paying somebody $2,500 a weekend, or this is a drop in the bucket. You supposedly got so much money to drive your daughter to Tallahassee and have a small house. They know all about real estate and know how to invest money and all this. Have you a little property that she can stay in with the children on the days when she's with them. And then that same one get $2,500 to drive her back. That's a like a full-time job. Ain't nobody gonna pass up a job and money like that. You think that's more than the attorneys that want a $1 million retainer fee? I don't know. They want a lot of money. What's the man's name? Rashbaum. You think it's just what was they saying? Oh, that's not his name. Let me write his whole name out. You think he just want $5 to $10? I'm saying it sarcastic on purpose. It's millions of dollars for a retainer fee to retain one of these high-end lawyers, which was not a good lawyer, by the way, for a criminal case in Tallahassee. You should have had co-counsel. You're going to spend all your money away, risk going to prison forever for a white-collar defense attorney that don't know the courts and the people in Tallahassee. The prosecutor, by the way, I just want to tell you all something. They don't harp on this. Georgia Cappleman, I might be spelling her name wrong. She went to FSU. So what I was saying, oh my goodness, I can't spell. I'm sorry, everybody. I think it's yeah, there she is. There's her name right there. She went to FSU. These people took a strike at the system, and they thought nothing was going to come. They could get away with murder because they so favored. They were wrong. One is in prison for life. Mother is in jail awaiting trial. And the next one is about to be arrested. I predict within 3 months. I thought it was going to happen before the new year. It may still be happening. I've got very good luck with me. When I put these videos up, then news happens. The last time I put videos up, Donna got arrested. I put a video up, a guilty verdict came out. It's just something about when I pull, these are the favored ones, and here is the daughter. And they thought they were going to get away with killing a criminal law professor, Harvard educated, that wanted to, this is like a case book, a classic family law, worst case scenario in family law case of what can go wrong in a custody dispute. And that people can feel entitled and think they can get away with murder. It's absolutely insane. And that they wouldn't take the money to pay somebody to drive. Like a little van, they got so much money. That's all they talk about is the kids gonna be taken care of and the money and the money and the money. How you got money but you ain't got sense? Common sense. That's what Charlie always said. It's common sense. Well, this is common sense too. A drive rather than a hit. This is life's easy solutions. Look at this. You can lay out boundaries. Okay, we still don't like him, but we're going to be decent for the sake of the children. They can make up their mind when they get older who they will favor or not. We're not going to malign the father. We're going to respect him and be adult. And we don't want to sit and talk and eat and do all that, but we can be cordial and kind for the sake of the children and get a ride. I don't want to stay in Tallahassee all week, but when I come home, I get a ride. I get a nice ride. Somebody's getting to pay to take care of their family. They get an easy job. All they got to do it is once a week. So 2 trips once a week. And they get to have a good life. They can have a lot of days off and they get plenty of money. They couldn't think like that because they toxic and they wicked. Now they sitting up there ducking and dodging and hiding that the next one coming gonna be the police with a warrant to put cuffs on hand and lock them up for life. That was worth it. $2,500. I'm just saying that number, $2,500. To me seems like a decent amount just to drive a lady up with her bags and everything from Miami. There's plenty of people that would want that job to drive up to Miami. I mean to Tallahassee, excuse me, from Miami, and then maybe they can stay in a hotel or something, or even go back and come back. If somebody don't mind driving, and then you make money for, I don't know how long people stay to be babies. The kids grow up. Eventually, they won't need that. Children can make a little more decisions when they get to be teenagers. Maybe they'll say, I want to stay with my dad. It's cool with him. Or maybe they'll say, I want to stay with my mom. I like the Adelson family better. He's not going to dispute that. Kids get to be 14, 15, 16. There's a little bit more, you know, you give them a little bit more choice. Even the most strict households and families, you can't, you can't treat them like little babies forever. Eventually, you're gonna be like, okay, well, their sports activities in school is here, so they want to spend more time here. It's all right. Rather than murder, bloody murder, you got to be kidding me. These are some other cases. Let's look at other cases too. I was just brainstorming about why didn't they pay somebody to drive up and down the road rather than do stupid stuff like evil. Can you imagine how life transformative that would have been for some random person that's nice? You check, make sure they ain't got no criminal background, no issues with children, no issues with, any kind of criminal charges, no smokers, and just get somebody decent, a good, decent man, maybe with a CDL or a CDLB, just as a vetting process, and say, we got a great dream job to drive my daughter back and forth so she can share custody of raising her children with the father. Look at that. Instead they chose jail, prison, life, evil, hell. Have a good day, everyone. And look at that, the beautiful state of Georgia's up here. Tallahassee. Have a good day, everyone. I'm going to get off now, but I'm going to really develop this channel, and I've got more coming. Have a good day. Happy New Year.